a snowflake. And so then Ron and Todd let me just design that whole opening title sequence. So here we see the inside of the ice cave as a wireframe of just the iso surface. And now the shader wipes on, showing the crystal simulation. And then now town square and those buildings. And then we built 4 times as many buildings, extending it out and then going further to the suburbs, as well as Whoville Valley, Mount Crumpet, and the surrounding mountains for 100 miles in every direction. We created a virtual 3D location. This is a shot from the opening of the film where we show what was shot on stage, and then all of the elements wipe in. Because of the limitations in the ability to add prosthetic makeup to whole crowds, we developed a toolkit. We called it the Who Construction Kit. And what it allowed us to do was to make hundreds of completely unique characters rather quickly. This is the Who Construction Kit, where we have control over the facial and body proportions, as well as clothing and fabric textures. It's interesting because doing the visual effects, we sort of touch on every aspect of the filmmaking process, from creating the virtual location, as well as the lighting and the designs of buildings and everything else. Here's a shot that was created entirely in post-production. We had some stills of the set that I took, and we needed a big crowd scene. So we populated this set with over 200 computer-generated Whos. There are no actual actors in this shot. Here's a shot we did on the back lot where you see a few set pieces and the car with blue screen behind them. And then here's another one, mostly blue screen, the set piece in the Grinch without any wind or snow or atmosphere. And we also actually added a bit to the Grinch's smile here to exact doors. And there's all of the sky and mountain vistas in the film are computer generated. There are no photographic skies or mountains in the film. I wanted the skies to be a character in the film. I wanted them to sort of reflect or mirror or accentuate the mood of every scene. So for instance, up on Mount Crumpet, dark and kind of purple and red and moody, so that when the Grinch has his epiphany as he's watching the sunrise, which is another completely computer-generated shot, you get this lifting of the emotions because the sky has changed along with his mood. Elements wiping on the backgrounds and the 3D mountains. This was a shot I suggested because it seemed like we needed an entirely computer-generated shot, the physical simulation of the sleigh, procedural particle snow, 3D trees and terrain. It was really quite a challenge to make these shots look completely real. So here you see the various particle systems that generate the snow coming off of the skis and displaced by the sleigh as it careens down the hill. You'll notice that the actual chunks of snow, as they are thrown into the air by the sleigh, displace the ground as they land. So we actually went to Utah and shot plates and a number of shots of the sleigh going down the hill. But because of changing weather conditions and because the location didn't really have quite the Seussian quality that our CG environment had, we wound up replacing all but 4 of those shots. Here's the shot from Utah, and then here's the sleigh placed into our CG background. You know, we worked with pretty much every department on the film. Michael Kornblith in the art department, Alan Hall and the special effects team, Rick Baker and the makeup effects team. And so, consequently, everyone was just incredibly collaborative and cooperative, and it just made for a really pleasant and fun project. It was a huge amount of work, but you know, we had a really good time doing it. It's just an amazing opportunity.